Africa is where the evolutionary arms race reaches its harshest peak. Here, predator and prey have continuously pushed each other to biological limits for tens of millions of years. Every survival strategy is a move. Strength, speed, intelligence, patience. But what truly decides who lives and who dies? Join us as we explore the most extraordinary stories of the natural world. Beneath the scorching sun of Africa, lions usually spend most of their time resting under acacia tree canopies. Looking from afar, they may appear slow and lazy. But that is just the stillness before nightfall. When the sun sets, the savanna truly becomes the territory of this big cat species. Studies show that the hunting activity of lions is closely linked to the lunar cycle. During bright moonlit nights, prey can detect predators more easily, forcing lions to restrict their activity and accept more failures. Hunger therefore increasingly accumulates. And after the moonlight gradually disappears, the hunters of the grasslands enter their most intense hunting phase to compensate for the days of shortage. Their eyes are a masterpiece of evolution. Behind their retina is a special reflective membrane layer, capable of utilizing even the faintest light sources. While the entire steppe sinks into blind darkness, the lion's vision is amplified 8 times compared to humans, helping them see through the night. However, the most terrifying weapon of lions does not lie in strength, but lies in their hunting tactics. The female lions coordinate into a perfect hunting formation. One group drives the prey from the front, while other individuals silently lock down the escape routes. They choose ambush coordinates with visibility narrowed to under 3 meters. The dense vegetation covers every sound and silhouette. A death distance, too close for the prey to realize its mistake in time. When the target panics and flees from the pressure of the central group, it does not know that it is rushing straight into a trap already set. From the darkness, a mass of muscle explodes with acceleration, reaching the mark of 80 kilometers per hour. There are no exhausting, prolonged chases. This is a deadly ambush strike, lightning fast and absolutely precise. Female lions do not possess a massive size like male lions, but compensate with coordination, patience, and hunting experience tempered over many years. By day, they are mothers caring for the cubs. But when darkness covers the grasslands, they become the primary hunting force of the entire pride. But on the vast grasslands of Africa, not every predator relies on the strength of a pride or ambushes in the darkness. While lions rule through coordination and collective strength, another hunter chooses a completely opposite path. It trades away muscle, fighting capability, and even the right to protect its trophy, in exchange for nature's most precious weapon, speed. It trades away muscle, fighting capability, and even the right to protect its trophy, in exchange for nature's most precious weapon, speed. That is the cheetah. And the perfect arena for this predator lies at the heart of the Okavango Delta. A land born from a paradox of nature. Water currents from the Angola highlands do not flow to the sea, but pour into the heart of the Kalahari Desert, creating the largest inland wetland system on the planet. When the water floods in, thousands of antelopes, zebras and buffaloes also flock here. And where the prey gathers, the fastest predators in Africa are waiting. The maximum velocity threshold of the cheetah can reach the mark of 110 kilometers per hour, turning it into the fastest land animal on the planet. But its most terrifying weapon doesn't lie in maximum speed. It is the explosive acceleration capability. In just about 3 seconds, the cheetah can launch from a stationary state to nearly 100 kilometers per hour. It is that terrifying acceleration that allows it to quickly close the distance before the prey can even realize it is being hunted. However, the hunting algorithm rarely reaches the maximum finish line. Both the cheetah and the target lock away a part of their energy for a more vital variable, the amplitude of sudden direction changes. The long tail structure operates like an aerodynamic rudder, maintaining center of gravity balance during sharp turning angles. The semi-retractable claw system pins tightly down into the surface like mechanical rivets. At high acceleration, each sharp twist expends a massive amount of energy. That is precisely the physical loophole for the prey to fight back for life with just a single illogical turn. Speed grants the right of life and death, but in return, it forces the cheetah to sacrifice its entire muscular strength. A static mass that is too light turns it into the weakest underdog when having to protect its achievements before armored hunting machines like lions or spotted hyenas. A cold, sharp truth of the Okavango. Running the fastest does not mean surviving the longest. The night is the time when the leopard maximizes its advantage. But when hunger appears, this solitary hunter is sometimes forced to step out into the daylight. At this moment, the advantage of darkness is no longer there. The prey can observe more clearly than ever before. To compensate for that, the leopard utilizes the surrounding environment itself to hide its presence. The characteristic spotted coat helps their body blend into the patches of sunlight and shade beneath the tree canopies. Along with footsteps that make almost no sound, the leopard can close in on the target right in the middle of the day, while remaining very difficult to detect. On the African savanna, sometimes the most formidable weapon is not strength or speed, but the ability to disappear right before the opponent's eyes. When the hunting range is shortened to under 10 meters, the leopard finally decides to unleash the strike. At that extremely short distance, the prey's chance of detecting and running away is almost gone. With incredible precision, the bite is directed straight at the nape or the throat area to quickly overpower the prey. But for the leopard, taking down the prey is only half of the hunt.
Oh, it's pulling the body up.
On the African savanna, the scent of blood can quickly attract other predators from a very far distance. Therefore, this solitary predator possesses a special strategy. Thanks to the incredible strength of the neck and shoulder parts, they can drag prey weighing 2 to 3 times their own body weight up onto high tree branches. There, the meal is placed out of reach of most rivals on the ground. No pride to share the burden. No allies to rely on when danger appears. From hunting, protecting the trophy, to raising the young cubs. Every challenge of life must be faced by the leopard alone. On the African savanna, solitude is not a choice. That is the price this predator must pay to survive. If the leopard exists thanks to silence and secrecy, then another rival places its faith in the strength of the collective. That is the spotted hyena. Contrary to the commonly seen image, spotted hyenas are not just scavengers. They are true hunters. With a speed that can reach 60 kilometers per hour and the ability to maintain a chase over a distance of more than 4 kilometers, hyenas are among the most enduring predators in Africa. Hidden behind that somewhat coarse appearance is an animal possessing incredible intelligence and one of the most complex social systems of the steppe. The strength of the spotted hyena does not only lie in a powerful jaw or an incredible endurance capability. The spotted hyena operates a fission-fusion social system. The mass of the clan continuously disintegrates and then reassembles depending on the variables of the hunting environment. About 75% of hunts are performed by solitary individuals or groups with very few members. No need for a monolithic formation, no need for complex coordination algorithms. Everything is optimized in terms of energy expenditure. But the most incredible thing about the spotted hyena does not lie in a powerful jaw, but lies inside their brain. In the year 2009, researchers conducted tests on the capability to cooperate and solve problems. Their processing speed of the cooperation equation surpassed even that of chimpanzees. Social intelligence is upgraded to the maximum level. They have the capability to read and understand hierarchical rankings, build alliance networks, and analyze signal data from both clan members and rivals. The hyena clan operates according to a matriarchal algorithm. Females hold absolute control. Access to calorie sources is determined by social status identifiers, not by brute violence. In an arena where muscle strength is the dominant constant, the spotted hyena proves that collective intelligence is a biological shield that no enemy can easily break. They are not scavengers. They are strategists, brutal social organizers, and one of the most intelligent predators on the planet. On the African savanna, the battle for survival does not only belong to the predators. The herbivores have also developed their own strategies to survive before the always lurking dangers. They continuously observe, listen to, and assess the surrounding environment to detect danger from afar. In areas where lions frequently appear, the impala antelope can spend up to 40% of its foraging time just to be alert and monitor the surroundings. That caution does not only affect each individual, but also alters the entire ecosystem. The places avoided by herbivores gradually become greener and lusher. Trees and vegetation covers have an opportunity to recover. Scientists call this the trophic cascade effect, a phenomenon where the mere presence of a predator is enough to reshape the entire natural landscape. On the African grasslands, sometimes the greatest strength does not lie in fighting, but in becoming a part of the crowd. That is a survival tool tempered by nature through millions of years of evolution. And when thousands of wildebeests gather into a giant mass, a special defense strategy begins to take effect. By blending into the crowded herd, each individual significantly reduces the capability of being noticed by predators. In herds of up to thousands of individuals, the probability of a single individual becoming a target can decrease to only about 0.1%. Zebras, on the other hand, possess a completely different defense strategy. When the entire herd flees simultaneously, the black and white stripes on the body begin to blend into each other. Dozens, even hundreds of individuals moving at the same time create a giant visual disturbance display. For a predator, separating a single target from that chaotic moving mass becomes much more difficult. But those defense layers do not operate individually. On the savanna, every species is connected by an invisible warning network. An alarm call from a baboon, an unusual movement of an oxpecker bird, can also cause a series of surrounding animal species to immediately become alert. In this wild world, survival sometimes does not depend on the strength of an individual, but on the capability to listen to the entire ecosystem. Each species on the savanna possesses its own survival strategy. And when those strategies connect with one another, they form a widespread warning network across the entire ecosystem. The herbivores do not passively wait for fate at all. Through millions of years of evolution, they have built many different defense layers to detect, evade, and resist predators. On the African grasslands, the battle for survival never takes place in a one-sided way. Throughout millions of years, the animal species on the African savanna have co-evolved to create a fragile but sustainable balance. Lions, cheetahs, leopards, hyenas, or the giant antelope herds all are indispensable links of this ecosystem. But today, that balance is facing an unprecedented challenge. Temperatures rise. Prolonged droughts. Water sources and grasslands increasingly shrink. The herbivore herds are forced to move further to find food, and the predators must also change their survival strategies to adapt. When resources become scarce, the competitions grow scarcer and fiercer than ever. The rules that have operated stably for millions of years begin to be disrupted. If these wildernesses continue to disappear, It is not only the animal species that must pay the price. We will also lose one of the most magnificent ecosystems that Earth has ever created. Because protecting nature is not just about protecting all species, but also about protecting the common balance of the planet that we are all sharing together.